Holy crap, YouTubers. I just did like 3 minutes of talking to you guys and I didn't even hit record. So I'll show, maybe I'll even link the video that taught me how to do what I'm doing now. I'm gridding up and down. It was high tide about 2 hours ago. Got here about 4:30 a.m. There's your kind of first light. And I'm doing an up and down. And like I said, I'll show you the video that got me this ring. Just, all right guys, it's just light enough to start recording. You got like a choppy 10, 12, 13. Pinpoint 11. These are the ones you want to dig. I'm in that line where I just found the ring, so this is really, really compact sand, so it's really hard to dig, right? So there's the gray level. Let me dig a couple so you guys can see. Like it's super packed. It's out. It's a solid 12, probably a pull tab, maybe a nickel. Morning, guys. Says it's right there, so ooh, that's a good one right there. Zipper pulls are good. That means you're getting in the right area. It's a choppy 12, 14, 11, 9. I even heard some little grunt. But it's in a spot where you can't let these pull tabs go. You know, I just saw 15, 7. And again, I've seen all the way up to 17 to -4. So I've seen stones with rings do this. So .14 pinpoint. Let's dig it up. It's going to be a couple scoops deep, so bear with me. That's 2 scoops. Let's go one more just for the sake of it. It's out. Oh, and it's still chopping around. I like that because usually pull tabs when they're out of the hole. Oh, there's a 12, 13. Now it's sounding like a pull tab. Where'd it go? Now it's really sounding like a pull tab. What do we got? Piece of a bent over pull tab. So that's the inconsistency between 7 and 15, because it'll give you a different signal. That's a really good lesson for today. Solid 11 out of the hole. Most likely a pull tab. Or not. A little piece of sinker. No, it's a little sinker. Okay, here's what we wait for all day long. 17, 18. Solid 18. Uh-oh, water went over it and it changed to 11 or 14. Still solid 18, 19. Pinpoint's a 10, so I'm thinking it's a sinker. But I love it. I love the 18s, guys. That was close enough. Ooh, 2 scooper. Most likely a sinker. Deeper than that. Solid 18 out of the hole. 17, 18. Stinking Lincoln? What is it? What's it? It's definitely a Lincoln. Well, there you go. Stinking Lincoln. Crusty Stinking Lincoln. Sounds huge. Banging 19, I'm thinking it's a big sinker or 2 sinkers. Pinpointing a 15 if it sounds that huge. How cool is that? That might be something good. Good, good, good. It's good. So what I will do, instead of dumping it out, being that I'm in the surf, yeah, it was right there on the surface, right? So bring this one back, boys and girls. Ooh, she's yelping at me. Oh yeah, I thought it was a big sinker. So when you know your sounds, guys, that sounds like a giant sinker or a big old ring. That's a good sign right there. I'm right in the sign, right in the spot. Enjoy that. Look at that. Just past 7. Solid 13. I say that, now I saw a little 14. 13, 14. This is actually just barely sanded back in from a lighter tide. But you can see some black sand right there. I'm guessing it's a pull tab. So guys, listen, you got to dig 100. I heard somebody say 500 pull tabs for a ring. You got to at least dig 100 minimum. It was probably in the first scoop by the way that it sounded, guys. So I'm just double scooping for you guys. It was in the first scoop. It's 12, 13 solid. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Over here. Sorry, guys. Uh-oh, pull tab. Zipper pull. Get a lot of those. That's a good spot, though. That means nobody's really found that ring line. That's a really good spot. Banging 18, 19. Banging 18, 19. Generally a penny or a heavy sinker. Ooh, that's black too. So I do a double scoop. Normally I'll do one scoop and check. I've been doing, it was out in the first scoop. Penny? Yep, stinking Lincoln. Really corroded stinking Lincoln. -6 all the way to a 30 chirp. -5, 2, negative 24, 11. Right? So cell phones, what else does this, guys? You tell me what it is. -5, I was actually maybe even in the wrong spot. So let's see. It sounds deep. So maybe you do like, normally I'd be going around the hole. And I doubt if I have it. No. So it's still deeper. I knew it was deeper than that. This is gonna be one of those. Here, even better, I'll come back. There. Forgot about 10 stakes. They jump from the -5 to 30 plus. So there you go. 10 stake, really deep. I had to get a shot of that before I left. The sun's shining back. Look at that. It's about 200 yards back there. And about what? 50-yard runs. 50 yards times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Probably 50 yards times 40. 50 yards times 30. So up and downs, right? Up and downs each line. So I'm looking at probably 30 lines up and down, 60 times 50. That's a lot of walking this morning, guys. I do a lot of walking. There you go. Enjoy that sun. Look at that. What a beautiful day over the Tampa Bay area. We're in Madeira Beach, and what I'm really noticing now is this is all kind of sand redeposited from last night's slower tide. So I might change my plans. Maybe. We'll see. Sometimes you got to stick to it. I already found a ring doing this, so we'll see. Okay, so this is like the little washout from the event the night before last. This is probably a better spot. You know, anything that washes off the beach is going to collect right in this area. And I was looking down at that red shell coming back down the beach, and I got a -5 over here. And as I swung back, solid 30. I think we know what that is, guys, don't we? Ooh, packy. Let's do 2. Wow, it's super packed. I mean, that's some hard pack. Ooh, it's going up to a 31. That could be a car off the beach. I never would have guessed it was that deep because of how, wow, look at that, how hard that is. Yeah. 31's screaming 31. Yes, sir. Gotta like it. I was not gonna dig this because of the sound. It was like well, it's clearer now that it's exposed, but a lot of like -5. It was blah blah blah, and now it had a 12 in there. And listen, guys, if you're not digging something that was registering a 12 through the negative or a 15, 16 through the negative, you're not going to find anything. You're not going to find any gold or anything. But check that out. Thought it was a pair of scissors. No. Oh. I'm always smelling weed on this beach, guys. I'm guessing somebody dropped their clips. That's a cool item. So there's where I found that quarter on that washout line. Just a solid 12 banging 13. Pull tab. 99 out of 100. That's a pull tab, guys. This is that super packy area though, so I'll do 2. It's most likely going to be in that first scoop, so told you. There you go, a nickel. Nice. $19.90 something, 1996. Sweet. I'll take a nickel all day. I don't know if you can really see it, but where the waves are coming in flat, and it's almost sanded in at the bottom. Just like a thin layer of this shelled stuff. So I got frustrated with like lack of targets. And then I did this, come along this line, right? And I can hear like negative. So there's target. Got to hear that target there, and then heard just the slightest chirp of a 30 over a negative. Now, anybody who knows anything about the deep clad quarters knows that when they're in the wet sand and they're deep, they'll give a negative signal. Same with the dimes. They'll give like a -4, -5, and then you'll hear that one chirp of that 24. So I heard the one chirp of the 30. That was like a 4-hole dig. I didn't show you guys. And then I looped back up thinking, oh God, what am I doing? And then I came here, heard the same kind of thing, and then that's what I got out of the hole. It was super, super deep, but I don't know. It's like a nautical ring or something for tying off ropes or something. I'm not quite sure what these rings are. I've had a few of them in my metal detecting, but it was a really negative. So now I'm thinking, should I have abandoned what worked for the ring? You know, so I got up to here, and this was like a 14 negative. So I dug it up deep. But I want to get to the corner. Now I'm just now getting to where all the people started sitting, right? So we'll see. Banging 16, 17, 18. 17 pinpoint right on the top, it says. It's definitely right on the top. Ooh. Maybe I missed it on the top. I don't know. That was weird. If it's deeper than that, it's not. 16 out of the hole. Man, be a ring. Ooh, man, be a ring. It's going to be a bottle cap. Oh, that was so... Woo, that was exciting. Golly, when you push your finger through and it's a big old gnarly ring. Ooh, that was close. Love that sound. Okay, guys. Chirpy, 32, 28, 22, 30, I don't know, -7. I'm thinking a cell phone. It's super deep. I'll get back with you and let you know what it is. There is no way, guys. The weirdest thing. A 1960... I can't see that. Is that an 8? 1968 penny was making that noise. I mean, I've seen it chirp off at 25 before, but did you see that? It was like it pinpointed at a 34. That's the weirdest thing ever. And it wasn't super deep. When you can't find, like, I don't know, that's just the weirdest signal ever. I thought, that's just, wow. Okay, so I found the quarter there, penny there, and I abandoned the up and downs, but I'm going to go back to the up and downs. Okay, so there's a weird yellow shell line, super soft. I found a couple crab traps in there, pieces of crab trap. It's like if you had gold, so it was solid, you know, it's really solid where I'm standing, and then it goes into this real soft junk where you're gonna find more of your lighter stuff that's gonna float in and out. I've got a negative here, chirpy. I can hear something chirping in it. Oh, there's 115. There's a 24. That's a crab trap. But what I did find, where'd it go? There it is. Solid 25. I saw a little 29 in there and just a barely bit of negative. That's what I'm guessing is a pre-82 penny. That's my guess, right, guys? So let's check it out. And now look, this isn't that shelly stuff that's 2 feet away. I'll do 2 scoops. Oop. Felt like I dug something. I hate it when that happens. Let's check it out. It's in there. Second scoop. do we got? A dime. I probably wouldn't have guessed a dime except for the 25, 25, but with all that other negative stuff in there, I would have probably guessed a penny. But wasn't I just telling you about dimes and deep quarters in this sand create this weird, you're gonna think it's something not valuable. And from what I understand, I haven't really found a deep ring that's chirped off at 11 or any negative yet, but I've mentioned J.J. James and that guy, and who else is Robert Ferguson. Those guys dig out in California, and they'll dig some deep negative stuff because you guys are few and far between with the signals, and then they'll dig up some good rings. So that's what got me digging all these signals. Well, it was just another 20. Thought it was another stinking Lincoln, so I didn't even record it, but that's a heavy sinker, guys. Now I'm dying for some gold that rings up on the 20 scale, some 22 karat gold or something. This was way high up too. This is back to the pattern. Look at the pattern I got back to. This is obviously a beach wash off because that stuff doesn't wash up from there. That would be sitting lower if it came out of the water during a wave event. So that came off the beach. That's a good sign. That means I'm going to keep doing what I'm going to do. I'm going to find possibly another ring. Pinpoints is 16. Probably not going to be too deep. Now I'm guessing. Now that was all negative. -6, -6, -6. That's after one scoop it went to all negative. Maybe a bottle cap. Not sure, but you see how shelly and light shelly this is? Solid 17. You gotta love that banging 17. Guessing a sinker now. Maybe a stinking Lincoln. Bam, sinker. Look how pretty that is. It's clearly copper in color. Unless my eyes are really fooling me, but super clean copper blinger. Look at the shine on that. Bling, bling. So I almost abandoned this bottom line because of all those shells. But I've given lessons, and I give lessons about where stuff falls, right? If you look back, there's clearly target. I'm getting few and far betweens at the targets at the bottom. And then the middle, there's a middle line. So anything that fell off this ledge, it's coin line, right? It looks like this beach is, pummeled by hunters. So I've been going up and over. Nope, the lazy hunters go along that top line and just check that top line. Probably 50 guys have gone over that top line. I'm not finding one coin, nothing. Down on the bottom, I'm finding dime, older penny. So it's a 24, 25 reading on the Knox. Those are being left by the people that think they're leaving dimes and worthless whatever. Not much gold in that area, this area at least, rings up at that level. There's some middle targets. So I actually shorten my loop here. Look, my loops are going rint. And then I swung just to the, you see where it gets really fine shells there. That's all sanded back into this spot right here. And then I just came to here. You can see clearly this is still a shell soft pack, right? This is all sanded in. But this is right at the junction between where it starts getting really harder packed and sanded in. This thing is lighter jewelry. And I gave a lesson about light jewelry sitting on a wash line. So anything that washes down or washes back up sits on a wash line. And this is, see the weed wash line? In my other video, my Sunset Beach video, I explained that you're gonna get a lot of 5s and 7s, the can slaw that runs up and down. You're gonna get ones and twos. The can slaw that runs up and down in this weed line. But you're also gonna get jewelry. You're gonna get chains and earrings, light jewelry that washes in and out and sits right there. Bam, tip of the day. Here you go, I just gave the tip of the day from down there, still going up and downs. I expanded my up and over, noticed a penny just sitting on the top. That's why I went up and over. Maybe you could find just jewelry sitting there, but choppy 18, 17, 14, 22, 17, 19. Thinking of Lincoln. Thinking of stinking Lincoln, guys. Crusty old stinking Lincoln. What do you think? Still in the hole. Interesting. A deep Lincoln. Banging 17. Ooh. Sinker. Nice.